Love and light, fellow humans, fellow aliens, children of Earth. In this video, we're going to touch on quite a few topics, okay? Such as where was the Illuminati started, and why does a newborn baby would need vaccine? Why do water needs to be chlorinated? And why is rainwater no good? Okay, so first, let's start with the first one. Where was the Illuminati started? My view on it, of course, from what I studied about it, it was started in Rome. Now, I know what y'all heard about Adam Weishaupt. That was just to what Adam Weishaupt did. He did not actually started it, right? Of course, I want y'all to go look it up and check up on what I'm about to tell you, right? Adam Weishaupt did not actually start it because it started in Rome, really, as a means of control. But how did the Romans started this masonry? Rome was ruled by many houses. When I say houses, mean names. So, for instance, the House of Charles, the House of May, the House of Wales, just like it pretty much is in England right now. The foundation of it was in Rome. That's how they used to do it back then, right? This is how they kept the wealth to themselves and maintain control over the masses, right? But then, race, I'm going to tell you, races did play a factor, a major factor, right? But, see, also back then, the Jews, the Jewish people, or the fake Jewish people rather, not the real Jews, they began to separate themselves, right? So, the foundation of the Jewish people was in Ethiopia. But remember, Murdoch took the whites to Rome, right, where he completed his creation to get the white race, right? So, in actuality, the fake Jews, they started there also, right? And when they started there, they concocted all their ideas back then, believe it or not, right? Because they started killing out or using all races as slaves. I know y'all gonna say, well, the white people was Roman and the white people was ruling, but I'm gonna show you this and go look it up yourself. These Romans did not care about white people. They would put white people in the ring for the quickness, right? To battle against a black, a Asian, or whatever. Even to battle against their own white. You understand? This is because the rulers back then felt they were higher than the locals, the local whites, right? They look at the local whites as poor white trash. You understand? So you could imagine how they look at blacks and Asians, right? It was a chosen few who used to be in control of Rome, like the Caesars. You understand? The upper echelon of Rome. It's a different breed of whites, right? Now, I like to bring proof to my situation when I'm talking, right? A lot of you also thought that Rome died, right? When I say Rome died, that civilization came to an end. It did not, right? The crusade was about extending their power, stealing land, stealing. They stole everything. Everything they got, they stole. Right? Now, that crusade there put placement of their people, their own upper echelon, right across Europe. This is how the Queen of England, Wales, all of them get to gain power and have the land they have rather. You understand? Because it was given to them by Rome. You understand? I'm sure y'all hear some of the Queen's famous speeches, right? When she would tell the masses she was granted divine right to rule, and she was not lying, right? She was granted divine right to rule, but by whom? You understand? Because see, like I told you, Yakub is Murdoch, and Murdoch is Yakub. They got divine right to rule from Murdoch. You understand? Because Murdoch is their god. And they are from the Igigi bloodline. They are not Anunnaki bloodline. They are from the Igigi bloodline, which are the fallen angels, which was left here with Murdoch. Murdoch's friends. Right? That is who the kingdoms right across Europe are. Ancestors are children of the Igigi bloodline. Right? So don't think these Jews are so-called Jews just came on the scene. You understand? They've been formulating their plan from the days of Rome. Right? And when they brought Rome, because see, the same thing that happened now is what took place then. You understand? People start finding them out, so they move like a chameleon through history. You understand? They simply move from Rome to Europe. You understand? Through bloodlines. Right? So right now, they ended up in Europe. All those monarchies you see, it's the same Caesaristic, if that's a word, monarchy that was running Rome. You see where I'm coming from? Right? Okay, now, let's dig a little deeper. Right? When they manage to set themselves in Europe, they move on to spread their wing across the world. Right? I'm sure again you heard this saying, the sun never sets on the British Empire. And indeed it did not, because let me tell you something. It's one thing with the Igigi. These Igigi fallen angels, they are warriors. Right? I'm going to tell you a little story about them quick fast. When, because the Anunnaki brought them here with them to work in the minds.